Okay, here we are. We're about halfway up. You can see that I had to take off my coat because it gets warm real quick. This is a steep side. It's about 3/4 of a mile to the top. Sunset is looking like we might get lucky. There's a little gap out there on the horizon, so that's pretty cool. Really hoping that works out really well. Yeah, this is Photo Hiker. What do? We go hike into nature, make some excellent photographs, have a lot of fun. We camp, we explore, we have fun. That's the most important part. Got a better view now, a little bit just around the corner from the last spot where we checked in. Got the nice sun rays going on down there, you can see that. The lake, nice open side, about half the way up. Pretty cool out here, pretty darn awesome. All right, so when we say photo hiking, what do we mean? Well, we mean everything related. I mean, to get to awesome places for landscape and nature photography, you usually have to hike. I like to hike a lot and all over the place, and this is about that. It's about techniques for hiking, places to hike, what to take maybe. It's also about how to make pictures, the gear, how to get there. It's the whole thing. It's extremely awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's very gratifying. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, you can see the conditions. I think we're set up really nicely. I think we might just get lucky here. I'll be stoked. Get a nice sunset. If we get one image tonight from this hike, that's the goal. Focus on one. Try to get creative with it because it is a known spot. Lots of pictures taken here, but let's try for one. If we get two, we're ecstatic. Wide angle, grand vista, and some foreground. Always want that foreground in the image, if at all possible. And good light. And I got this nice scene here with the side of this rock, little camas, some ferns unfurling their leaves, and you can see the clouds in the sky look there. Pretty cool. So wanted to set up and take a minute here to get a nice composition. Just doing some simple exposure bracketing to make sure I get all the detail from the shade over there and the dark shadows all the way to the bright light. I did a little bit of extensive bracketing for the sun, so I did 2 sets of 3 down to -2, and I checked the histogram to make sure that I saw where things were landing. That is really critical when you're out here, so make sure you check your histogram, check your focus. What I really like to do is I like to take this image. So I took the image and I really stopped and I paused and I looked all over in the viewfinder at all the different parts of it, all the corners, to see if it was what I wanted, and it was. But it's just really important that when you sit down to take that image or take the time to spend on getting an image, that you really focus on it, make sure it's the best it can be. So I think what we're going to do tonight is we're going to play a little bit with people, put myself in the image. So we're going to set up a camera to have the composition that I want, looking off towards sunset, and then I'm going to set it on repeated exposures with the time-lapse app, and I'm going to go stand in front of it and see if we can get a little bit of a scale on things. I think that's kind of a fun thing to do. So that's one of the composition things that you can try, adding scale, but using that trick to either use it in an intervalometer or a timer of some sort to just take images, and you don't have to like snap the 10-second timer and run and break your ankle or something. So we're going to try that up top here. That's going to be pretty awesome. Hopefully we get a cool image out of it. Add a little something different to the foreground. Shots that I was talking about. I'm going to stand up on that rock and take the image from over there. I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to let it go. Of course, we don't have much of a sunset. It's all over and it wasn't a lot of color, but if nothing else, we can practice. So it should be awesome. It'll be fun if nothing else, and that's half the battle, or the point, I should say. It's not a battle. It's having a lot of fun. Sweet. It's dark out here and we're headed down, and I haven't actually been down the new trail yet, and it's awesome. It's very, very cool. This guy's put in some steps that put a lot of work in, and some carving stone, like a bunch of steps. Very, very cool. Nice little twilight views here. It's pretty much closing into darkness. No stars tonight. Did some like 5-minute exposures at the end just to see what we could do with the sky and play around and practice. That's a big part of what you can do when you go out on these trips too, is you can just practice a little bit if you don't get the perfect conditions that you need. You know, it was cool. It wasn't like amazing sunset by any means, but still, you can try some different things, practice, play around, you know, hone your skills, enjoy what you came up here. It's a big part of this. It's not just about the photography, it's the whole package the whole time up here. But yeah, so we're gonna head down to the car and see if some of those images turned out, and stay tuned for more photo hikers. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna explore together. We're gonna go some awesome places. We got dunes to go to, we've got Fall Creek, we've got backpacking trips this summer. We're going to go all over the Oregon Cascades. We've got coastal trips to take care of. We'll be doing skiing later. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of adventure. So I can't wait for you to come along on this trip. It's going to be a lot of fun.